Hey my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, Supreme Medium Diviner. Today we're going to be talking about Wendy Williams. If you do not know, I have done 2 channelings of Wendy, giving you guys updates, and with her most recent interview on the Breakfast Club on yesterday on the 16th, I think it's time for another update so you guys can be in the know about what's really going on with Wendy. So before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can be notified when I drop a video. Also, if you feel compelled, go ahead and like, comment, and share this video. Please beware of scammers. I do not reach out to anyone. I do not have WhatsApp. If you need my services, please book on my website. Let's go ahead and get into Wendy. So let me go ahead and give y'all some background. So I did let you guys know last year that there was something done to her. She so-called went to a spa and they were doing things with her mind. And ever since then, she has not been the same. I told you guys when she ate the crow on the Wendy Williams show that was a ritual mistake. I broke that down on my TikTok, what that meant when she ate that, and that also put something on her. So check that out. Also, I told you that she is very alone. She's in a facility when I last saw her where no one pays her any attention. Basically, she doesn't have long. So with that being said, y'all know what Wendy does, right? We know she is the gossip queen. But you know, with gossip, she is telling some truth, you know, especially with, you know, the things that's going on with Diddy. She lost her job because of Diddy. So, you know, a lot of people got it out for Wendy because she spills her tea and she tells it like it is. She doesn't hold back. So there's a lot that people don't, you know, want her putting out there. From what I remember, she was going to be doing a tell-all, especially like with Whitney Houston. So people don't want her talking. They don't want her talking anymore. They want her shut up. So it's safe to say that she has enemies, right? So what y'all have to understand is Wendy is not herself. The things that I saw being done to her are horrific, and this falls in line with what we talk about, the SRA, satanic ritual abuse. What they have done in terms for Wendy is that they have messed with her mind, her mental, okay? And they have done this because they don't want her to remember anything. So I did a reading on Wendy again, and I'm going to tell you like what's like going on with her now. So basically what I see going on is that she's in a wheelchair. I always see her in a wheelchair. They keep her in a wheelchair, and they are actually handcuffing her now to the wheelchair because Wendy is trying to get up. She's kind of putting like, you know, a little fight. She got a little fight in her, right? So they're handcuffing her to the wheelchair. And, you know, she has to tell them, you know, to promise them that she's going to be good so she doesn't have to be in this wheelchair so she can kind of move around a bit, right? There is a doctor that I see. I'm going to call him a doctor because it's the way, it's his aura, his vibe, the way that he talks. He sits down with Wendy and he constantly like tests her, asks her questions to make sure that, you know, she doesn't remember. They want to make sure, does she remember things? Can she answer these questions? And the more that she doesn't answer, the more it seems that they're pleased, as if like she does not have her memory. Wendy says, can I have my brain back? Can I have my brain back? She constantly says that. You won't understand this if you don't go back to my first video that I did of her where I see them working on her. It was like some type of like brain surgery, like they were putting something in. I saw that she was in all black. She was on this table. So she constantly says, you know, well, if I tell you, can I have my brain back? So there's something that they're constantly like asking her, right? Sometimes she cooperates, sometimes she doesn't. They are continuously trying to lessen her more and more each day. It's imperative that she doesn't even know who she is. That's how bad they want her to have her memory loss. They don't want her talking about anything. She's isolated. In my last channeling of her, she was at least like around people and she could see them, but she kind of like kept to herself. Now they're keeping people away from her, like she can't even be around people. Okay, I don't know how she got to do the Breakfast Club. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like she was sneaking. But I do feel like it's kind of like, let's just kind of get her out here to kind of keep the public quiet. But I'm going to tell you one thing. She sounded, to me, on the Breakfast Club, she sounded coherent. But she's not that coherent. And that's because they be doing stuff to her, right? So it's almost like they had to like kind of prep her up, so the public can see for themselves. Want to make it seem like she's crazy, but she not crazy. She not crazy. Like, they're doing stuff to her. Like, they are literally doing stuff to her. She doesn't have a fight. She doesn't have a fight. Her son can't do much. They keep him away. He can't do much. Honestly, I wish Wendy would just kind of like give in so they could just leave her alone, because it can't be undone. I'm just being honest. It can't be undone. It's not going to be undone. If she gives in, they'll just leave her alone. Just leave her alone. This is her new normal. This is her new normal. I'm not saying she deserves it. But one thing that y'all got to understand is when they get involved with these things, it's consequences. It's consequences. Keep in mind now, Wendy did not get to where she's at by playing a good person. When I say a good person, I'm talking about, she got where she at by playing the game. But she got a little too chatty. A little too mouthy, a little beside herself. It could have been dealt with. But where she went wrong is when she ate the crow. She ate the crow. It was almost like a slap in the face. Like, oh, you gonna play with us in our face like we don't be doing these SRAs? You gotta understand, her eating the crow goes back to King Solomon. That type of magic, they practice that a lot. So that's why it was a slap in the face. Okay? You got to know that to understand where this is coming from. So she's being made an example of, a continuous example of. I talk about a lot of these celebrities, and they may go through something and they may have an effect, but this is continuous with her. Okay? I constantly see her asking, can I have my brain back? I constantly see them asking her questions. Tell me this, tell me that. Like, it's like they're going through a whole list of things to see if she remembers. Wendy just sits there. She just sits there. She don't say much, and she does put up a fight. But I feel like the more fight she puts up, the more they're just going to continue to make it worse. So let me tell you this. The brain activity is what determines someone to be dead. When there's no longer brain activity, even when the heart stops, you're not considered dead. It's when there's no longer brain activity. Okay? The fact that they're working on her mental, her brain so much, that's where it's leading to. That's where it's leading to. That's why they're pressing her so much. And I said in my previous channelings, it's because, she was talking too much and she was making a mockery. So, ain't nothing we can do for Wendy. Ain't nothing we can do for Wendy. Wendy put herself in this situation. And she's just going to have to accept what's being given to her. It ain't right. But hey, when you put yourself out there like that, like I said, she knew the game. And I don't have nothing against Wendy. I don't have nothing against Wendy. I'm not saying I'm a fan. I'm not saying I'm not a fan. She ain't did nothing to me. But I will say I feel like she could have been successful without all the drama. She could have been successful without all the drama. Now look at the drama that you're going through. Look how you look. Like, she don't even look right. And nobody can help you. You're isolated. I don't care how much of a fight you put up. Y'all, this stuff is real. This stuff is real. Okay? I feel like the Breakfast Club, I feel like they wrong for doing that interview. It was just the vibe of it. It was almost like they were picking at her. Let me know if that's how y'all felt, if y'all listened to it. I feel like they was, I mean, like, you know, just leave bad enough alone. Just leave bad enough alone. Like, you like, why are you even, like, why? Adding insult to injury. You know, I kind of think that's distasteful. But hey, it's the Breakfast Club, okay? So, that is my update on Wendy. If you had any questions, I hope this answered all your questions. You, of course, put them in the comments. I don't know what else more to say about Wendy, but, you know, it's the same with each channeling. Just a different story, you know. Just something different that's being done. But it goes back to the main one that I saw. What they done on her, they're continuing to do it. It's not changing, okay? All right, so again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please like, comment, share. Also, let me know if you want me to go deeper. Is it something that you want to know that I did not touch on the Wendy situation? Let me know, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.